Hi guys, make sure to subscribe. And comment down below what's your favorite video.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is October 31st. It is Halloween. It is a Wednesday. I am somewhat dressed up. I'll talk about my costume in a little bit. So we have a ton of stuff going on today, and I want to walk you through everything that we're doing today to hopefully give you some ideas of some things you can do maybe next year, because I know this is going to go up after Halloween, but some ideas of things you can do in your classroom. I know some teachers don't really like to celebrate the holidays or don't really like to change their routines because of the holidays, and other teachers go like balls to the wall, all out for certain holidays. I'm a little bit in between. Kind of depends. I think last year I didn't do as much. I personally love Halloween. As many of you know, yesterday was my birthday. So Halloween is always just that time of year where it's like, I just love it, and I loved it as a kid. So we have a lot going on today, and it's pretty much all Halloween themed. So I'm gonna walk you through our schedule in just a minute. So we are dressing up as a grade level team. So we are angels, but we are kind of spinning it off of Charlie's Angels, and instead of Charlie's Angels, we are our principal's angels, Mr. Costa's angels. So we have our halo, we have our wings, which I'm not wearing, and then we all have matching shirts. So that's what we did. Super easy, super, you know, cheap. So that was what we went with this year. Okay, I'm gonna walk you over to our schedule. I'm gonna show you what our day is gonna look like, and then I can start breaking down each activity for you. P.S. Side note, I was not here yesterday because it was my birthday. So we did have a sub yesterday, and apparently the kids did really well. Most of the kids did really well, and my room was left in like a decent state, which is really rare after a sub. That particular sub is always here, and she's amazing. So I felt good leaving them with her. Anyway, let's talk about our schedule. Okay, so this is what our day is going to look like. As you can see, I had to write in some of the things. So we are gonna do our normal bell work. We are gonna start our morning meeting, and then we're gonna have to stop because we are doing our Halloween parade, which I'll chat about. When we come back from our parade, we'll finish our morning meeting, and then we're gonna do pumpkin math. I did this last year, and it was super fun. I will talk about that in a second. Then we go outside to recess, and then we're going to do an escape room. So between recess and Spanish, we have like a 45-minute block. So I was looking for an activity that was super fun. And this is more just like a team building thing. It's not really content based, but it's gonna be really fun. And again, I'll chat about that. Spanish lunch, read aloud. We're gonna do a Halloween craft. We're gonna build haunted houses. We're gonna make haunted houses. I'll show you that. Then we're gonna have our Halloween party. Our Halloween party is about 45 minutes, and I have some parents coming in, so we have treats. We have some games that we're gonna play, and then we go home. So this day is gonna be super fun, super crazy. The kids are nuts, they're super excited. So I just said super like 45 times. Anyway, this day is gonna be awesome. So let's break down some of the stuff. Okay, so for our Halloween parade this year, we're doing it a little bit differently, thank God, because last year was kind of a hot mess. But this year we break up in between lower and upper grade, and our upper grades are gonna sit in like a big circle, and then each class gets called, and then they walk the inner circle so everyone can see everyone's costumes, which will be really, really fun. Oh, that's another thing. Here at our school, we do allow the kids to dress up. So many of you know that we are an IB school, which stands for International Baccalaureate, and part of being a active member of the international community as a school means that we celebrate our own traditions, and we are very passionate about that, and we let the kids dress up. So that's kind of our take on that. If you have questions, which I feel like I will get down below, but anyway, that's that. So that's how our parade's gonna work this year. I think it's about like 20 minutes, and we're hoping that it goes better than last year. So that'll be quick, that'll be fun. And then we're gonna jump right into pumpkin math. So how our pumpkin math works is, I have a pumpkin, where is it? There he is. That I just got from the grocery store, and I'm gonna show you the worksheet that goes along with it. Okay, I'm just sitting on the floor so I can talk about it a little bit better. I did this last year with my class, so I'm not sure if I vlogged about it, but if I did, you're gonna see it again. So basically the sheet looks like this, and I just made this. It's pumpkin math. Eventually they're gonna draw their picture of their pumpkin. So we all sit in a circle. I'm in the middle with the pumpkin and the towels laid down, and we make some predictions. So they are going to predict, they're going to predict how many inches tall the pumpkin's gonna be, how many seams there are around the pumpkin. They're gonna predict the number of seeds, which is always really fun because they're way off. And then they're gonna predict how many inches around the pumpkin's gonna be. So this is our pumpkin for this year. Okay, so just a pretty standard size pumpkin. I don't want it to be huge, because I end up auctioning it off at the end of the day because I don't want it and the kids get excited about it. So that's that. Anyway, so after we make our predictions, then I start carving the pumpkin. So last week I had the kids vote if they wanted a happy, scary, or goofy pumpkin, and of course they chose scary. So I'll let them know that that's the kind of pumpkin I'll be carving for them today. So I walk them through the process because some of these kids have never carved a pumpkin before. So I want them to have this experience. This is why I like to incorporate this on Halloween, and because of the math, it's just fun. So the first thing I do is I will actually measure how tall it is, how many inches around it are, and then I'll take a pencil and we'll count all the seams in the pumpkin. And then I cut the top open and I let the kids pull out all of the seeds, and some of them don't want to do it, and they don't have to, but some of them are like, oh, this is so cool. And so after they pull out all the seeds, I will scrape the insides. And then while I'm scraping, they are at their seats and they're creating piles of 10 of their seeds on construction paper. That way it's easy for them to count. And then we can get an accurate number of how many seeds there are. Collect all of the data. So we have the inches, the seams, the seeds, and then they have all of the correct data. So then we can talk about, were our predictions way off, or did anyone get really close? And then they draw a picture of our final pumpkin. So that's super fun, and it'll take up the whole math block today, if not probably maybe a little bit into it. But yeah, that's what we do for pumpkin math. Okay, and then so after recess, we're gonna come in and do like an escape room type activity. So I have my kids in groups of 4, so there's 6 groups of 4, so they're gonna have to work together as a team. And their goal is to try to escape the haunted house. And in order for them to do that, they have to complete each of the tasks. They don't get the next task until they complete the one that they work on. Now, I got this off Teachers Pay Teachers, and I will link it down below. I always say that and I forget, so if I forgot, please call me out and then I will link it. So I just got this from Teachers Pay Teachers, and again, it's not really content driven, but it is just a really fun way to just to build classroom community. And so yeah, so let me show you the different tasks that they have to complete. I'm not gonna put these in any specific order. So the first one is just like a haunted house grid, so they follow the coordinates to color in a photo. And then this one is a haunted house maze, and then they have to write the message down below. This is kind of like a word search. This one is a find the differences between the houses. This one is cute. It's a cat tangram, so they have to cut it out, make a shape of a cat, and then glue it on here. And then this is a kind of like a secret message. So I think this one's gonna be first. This one's gonna be second. I like this one. This one's gonna be next. I'm just doing this because I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to get to all of them. Word searches are gonna be easy for them. Yeah, I'll make these 2 ones towards the end. And then there's this one that's really kind of hard, but I thought it would be fun to do whole class. It's like a problem, I don't know, like a logic puzzle. So we might do that whole class. So I'll save that for later in the day. And now I've seen this done where sometimes when they complete a task, you don't just give them the task, but you actually have a clue for them. Like you go hide the task somewhere and they have to go search for it, which would be really fun. But to be honest with you, I didn't have enough time to prep it because I just thought of it like today, this morning. Because again, I took yesterday off and I suck, so that's fine. Anyway, so that's what we're gonna be doing for our escape room. And then after that, we go to Spanish, and then we go to lunch. And then after lunch, I'm gonna do our read aloud, and then they're gonna make haunted houses. I don't have my example, I'm gonna make this on my prep, but they're gonna make haunted houses out of paper bags, like lunch bags. And I'll show you what that looks like when I make my copy. So they're gonna be making haunted houses out of that, and that way, when we have our party, if they have any leftover goodies, they can just stick them right in the bag, and I don't have to pass out like baggies and have to worry about all that stuff. So that's what we're gonna do that. And then for our Halloween party, we just have some parents coming in. I have some kids that are donating toilet paper. So we're gonna do like a mummy contest, which will be really fun, and I'm excited about that. So the kids are gonna wrap each other up as mummies, depending on, I'm gonna see how much we get, and I might have to go to the store and get some more. And then I have like a, I don't wanna call it like a categories game. Here, I'll show you. The kids try and have to get their team to say the bold word, but they can't use certain words. So for example, they have to try and get them to say monster, but they can't say scary, ugly, or teeth. So that'll be really fun. Just a good vocabulary builder too. And then I'm gonna do, I mean, this all depends on just where we're at in the day. But I have like a big ball of yarn. We'll do like, it's fun to put the kids in a circle. We make like a big spider web, and like a hot potato with our carved pumpkins, really fun because it's super heavy and they can't like throw it last minute. So that's just like a couple fun, easy, no prep games that we are gonna do. I have, like I said, some parents coming in to help with that. So that is our day. That's how it's gonna unfold. kids are at recess, so we got through our morning. The parade was really, really cute. And the pumpkin math was really fun. I had a couple kids that had never carved a pumpkin before, so every single kid wanted to get their hands in there, which I thought was interesting because last year I had a lot of kids that were like, we're good. So we counted up all the seeds, we collected our data, and it went really, really well. We got cleaned up. The kids did a pretty good job staying on task and not being too crazy, so that was nice. So let me show you our final pumpkin. So again, they voted for Scary. So that's what he looked like. I had some toothpicks, so I figured, I saw this on Pinterest, and so the kids wanted to stab him in there, and so I put him in there, and I'm gonna auction this guy off at the end of the day. So that was really, really fun. I didn't get as much footage as I wanted to. I got some footage of the parade on my phone, and a lot of you asked me in my last video, yes, I do have permission to show the kids' faces. I have consent forms from every single person, so that's that. So that being said, I will try to do better with the escape room activity. I will, when I'm in the moment, I don't think to grab my camera. Sorry, but I will try. We have 45 minutes to the escape room. So again, they just go through a bunch of tasks. They cannot get the next task until they complete it correctly. So we're gonna be working together through that. We do have to talk about collaboration because I had some groups that could not work together this morning, which was sad. Okay, so I am going to get that all set up, and then I will talk to you when they're at Spanish and let you know how it went. This escape room has been so much fun. It's insane when you like just throw a little bit of engagement in there, how much the kids just like are focused. It's insane. It's so much fun. So I have some footage. I think I did. So I'll put that in there, and they've been loving it. They're working super quietly and they're like in the zone, and it's been so much fun. I mean, we didn't get to finish, so we're gonna finish after lunch. And look at the current state of my room. I was like, everyone drop your pencils, we gotta go to Spanish. And the room is a disaster. But it's a lot of fun. And I will say, even though it's not very like content specific, there's really great vocabulary in there, and we had kind of a hard time collaborating this morning, so we really talked about it, and they are like really working on the social aspect of it, which is fine with me. Some days are like that, and Halloween's a fun one, so that's what we do on Halloween. Anyway, so they are gone. I need to go through and see if we have enough toilet paper for our mummy activity, and I need to go to the store because I need to get brown bags for our next activity, so I have to go to the store either way. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the back table. And then I'm gonna kind of organize stuff for our party. So when we get back from lunch, we are going to finish the escape room instead of a read aloud, which is fine. And then we'll do our activity, and then we'll start our Halloween party. So I will get some footage of all of that, and then I will chat with you again probably either a little bit later before they come back from lunch or after lunch. Okay, so going through that, I'm definitely gonna have to go get more toilet paper, which is fine. And we don't have like a ton of like treats for our Halloween party, which is new to me, but I am not mad about it because last year every single kid would bring in treats, and we'd have like, each kid would have like 10 things, and they would never finish them. And I know I have parents coming in, so I don't know if they're gonna bring more stuff or what, but that is all organized and set up. So I'm gonna run to the store and get some things for the afternoon, and then I'll be back. Okay, so lunch is almost over, and I have set up all the toilet paper. So I ended up buying another like 24 rolls, which is fine. So I'll probably have them in like groups of 3, so they each get, I don't know, I can't do math right now. I don't even know how many are there. I'll figure it out. And then we just set up some of the treats that I'm gonna have the kids pass out. So again, we're gonna do the mummy game, and then I've done this activity, but not with kids before. So we have a ball of string, and we stand in a circle, we make like a big spider web. and by throwing it back and forth. And I'm gonna have the parents in there too, and so it's gonna be super fun. We're gonna see how cool of a spider web we can make. I'm gonna try and film that. So there's like our two main like Halloween games that we're gonna do. And then when they come back from lunch, they're gonna be making this craft that they can put their treats in. So it looks like this. So it's like a little haunted house, and then they can open up their bag and use this bag to sort their goodies. So this is super cute. I got this on Teachers Pay Teachers. I will try and link everything down below. So that's what we'll be doing right after recess, after we finish the escape room. So escape room, activity, and then we'll start our party. This classroom, I am so sorry. Set, go.
Hey guys, I didn't really sour.
So as you saw, we had a ton of fun and it was a little bit crazy. I didn't film the spider web because I didn't have any hands, but it was super fun. The mummy thing they loved. It was a little bit chaotic. I didn't really have a ton of parameters going into it, so next year I'm gonna be a little bit more organized. That was a very last minute thrown together thing, I'm not gonna lie. So they had a ton of fun though. It was super fun. Overall, it went by really fast. I am exhausted and the kids had a lot of fun. Tomorrow we're gonna be a little bit low key. We have library and some other things going on and we are still working on multiplication. So we're just gonna continue that tomorrow, and then Friday, one of my best friends is coming into town and she's gonna sing for them, which will be really fun. So this week went by pretty quickly. And then next week we have a teacher work day on Friday, so it's a 4-day week. Then we have Veterans Day and then Thanksgiving, and we call it like No Teach November, right? So anyway, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them down below. And make sure you take the time to click that little subscribe button so you don't miss any other videos. And I will see you in the next vlog. Bye.